Thank you, Minoji. During the investigation, physical and biological evidence, such as a paring knife, the victim's clothes, blood, semen, and saliva, were left at the crime scene and collected and sent off for serological analysis at the RCMP Crime Detection Laboratory. The body was sent off for an autopsy. Both the autopsy and blood typing analyses were completed by pathologist Dr. Harry Empson. He concluded that the victim belonged to the type O blood group. These findings were consistent with the blood found on the paring knife near the crime scene. The donor of the semen was found to have type A blood and was a potential secretor of type A antigens in the semen and saliva. Blood and saliva samples were acquired from David Milgaard. To his misfortune, Milgaard was found to have a type A blood group and was convicted based on this evidence, as well as the testimonials provided by Albert Cadrain, Nicole John, and Ron Wilson. Milgaard had also been found to be a user of hallucinogenic drugs at the time, which added to the argument of those testifying. However, as previously mentioned, Milgaard, being blood type A, did not exclude him from out of a population where 32% of people were secretors of group A antigens. So where does that leave the case? Was all hope lost for David Milgaard and his mother? The puzzle pieces to this mystery were slowly coming together as the case was opened for investigation. The feud between Milgaard and the court were not the only events stretching out the case in search of the truth. This was an exciting time for advancements in science. Forensic science was an emerging field in the early 90s. As mentioned previously, blood typing was the only technology available during the time of the conviction, and Milgaard had been convicted on a match made based on his blood group. Any sort of DNA analysis was unavailable at the time. Well, there's always a ray of hope, and although DNA typing technology came late into the picture, it played a substantial role in cracking the truth behind Miller's death and the possibility that David Milgaard had been wrongfully convicted. Tiana Morgan has more on the story of DNA profiling. Reporting live from Saskatoon, this is CBC News Archives' Karen Louise.